Hey guys, how you guys doing? Wait a few minutes on you guys. I just got through taking a shower. Tired. Wait on you guys. Jake and Bake, how you doing? Long time no see. Hey Dax, how you doing? Let me make sure y'all. Jake and Bake, how come you not mind? Hold on. There you are. Hey Dax. There you are. You're a mod. I don't know why y'all not mods. Had to fix it. Busy. Okay. Doing a little better. Allergies has just been crazy. Trying to hang in there. I'll wait till we get some more in here. If not, then I won't say nothing yet. We'll see. Let you guys know about my cousin and my father-in-law. Still need those prayers. But I have been working in the garden. Y'all, it's been hot. One day it was like 95. The next day it was like in the 70s. I'm like, what's up with this weather? It's crazy. And then we've been getting the lows in the 50s. I'm like, Mother Nature, what happened? I think Will, I think he's in bed. I'm not sure where everybody else is. There he is. Hey, Will. I thought you were going to bed. Y'all can tell I'm tired. But I've been getting a lot of messages, and so I'm letting you guys know about my cousin. She is in Little Rock Hospital, the Baptist Hospital. She's on the vent. She has lung problems, heart problems. She's a year younger than me. And she's kind of like a sister, you know. We grew up together, you know. But I talked to her husband, and he said that she's getting better, but she's still on the vent. They haven't took her off yet. And my father-in-law. You guys, I wanted to cry. We had talked to him Saturday, and he was fixing to go get a shower so he could go to church. Well, he fell in the shower, and for some reason we didn't even call him Sunday, and usually we call him every day, checking on him. Well, he fell in the shower, and he was laying in the shower until Monday morning. There was a locksmith that was gonna make him some new keys for one of his cars, because he lost the keys. And the locksmith was ringing the doorbell, and he hollered and told him to come in. So he did, and he seen him laying in the bathtub. And he called 911. Fire department came, ambulance came, father-in-law, they laid him on the bed. He refused to go to the hospital. And then we get a phone call from my brother-in-law, and we hightail it over there, okay? And father-in-law's arm was bleeding real bad. So I guess you could say nurse mode kicked in. I bandaged his arms. I got him dressed while he was laying on the bed. He kept saying his back was hurting. And I looked at his back, and it was all messed up. And I told him, you've got to go to the hospital. He wasn't talking right because he was so dehydrated. He was sitting there trying to talk to him and told him, Dad, you need to go. Let him check you out. Well, at this time, the fire department, they wasn't there when we got there. The ambulance people, they wasn't there. I'm trying not to cry because I blame myself, because usually we call him every day. And for some reason that Sunday we didn't even call him. But I took it, yeah. I mean, the locksmith was a miracle that, he came. Thank God. He did, but they're divorcing. I ain't even going there. That's all I can say. That's all I can say on that part. I mean, I ain't putting that part out, but I did. Hubby called and talked to his brother, and we were waiting for him to get there. And he took and he tried talking to him, and we finally both got him agreed. I mean, I kind of told him, I'm not going to stop until you go, because you need to get yourself checked out. There's something going on, and you need to be checked out. And he finally said, okay. So my brother-in-law called the ambulance, and they came. And the fire department came. The fire department was the first ones came, and they was there for a while. And they couldn't get the stretcher into the bedroom. And they didn't have anything, they said, to take him out of the bedroom. So I'm like, well, there's a wheelchair upstairs. Let me go get it. So I went and got the wheelchair, but we brought it down. And they put him in that. And then they put him onto the stretcher. But I was more concerned because he did have a place on his head here, but I'm not sure if it was an old spot or if it was a new spot. But his cheek looked like it was a little swelled. And I told the fire department that I doctored his arms because they were bleeding. But he did. He went to the hospital, and they done x-rays, and no broken bones, thank God. But he's going to have to be in rehab. So you guys, to try to get his body back, because he just real weak. But he was really dehydrated, they said. And but if you guys don't mind, just keep him in your prayers, because he's hard-headed. He's hard-headed like Brandon. You just have to basically make him go to the hospital. But if you don't mind, just keep them in your prayers. My cousin, she's hard-headed too, so. But yeah, I took and got his dog Chico, and I told him, I said, don't worry about Chico. Chico's coming home with me. And but when we got there, Chico was like, he wanted me to run in there. He kept dancing around and wanting me to follow him, so I did, and he wanted me to go in there and check on him. And but my father-in-law, he's a fighter. He's just been through so much lately till he's been stressed out and not sleeping too good either. Yes, girl. I thought last year, was a rough year. And it's just, I'm like, I was hoping and praying 2021 would be a little bit better. But it's not. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this. I got to go stay with my mama for a week. My mom's having a procedure because she's got blood clots in both legs. And they're going to remove them. And so I've got to take her, and I've got to be there with her, make sure she's okay. So, Cujo's fine. Cujo's been playing with Chico, and the chickens are doing fine. I'll load a video up for you guys probably tomorrow with the chickens. And yeah, you know what they say, it comes in threes. It don't just come in ones. But I talked to Mom today, and I'm checking on her, because usually I talk to my mom 2 to 3 times a day. And if I don't talk to her, I call my aunt down the road, and I'm like, go check on Mama. Because I got 4 different ways to get a hold of my mama. But it's just, I have been so busy. I've been working in the garden, and you guys know I worked on hubby's truck, and I had t-shirts and some hats and things that I had to get out. And so I was working on those, got those out, and you guys, cooking supper, trying to clean house, and do things for hubby. And I think I'm gonna need a vacation. Okay, girl, I love you. You take care of yourself. Hey, and I love your flowers. They're beautiful. Oh, and let me tell y'all, y'all know the guy that came here that said he was a tax guy. Let me tell y'all. Okay, I got a hold of the people at City Hall, and they said that they had several phone calls about this guy out of our neighborhood. This guy, he is crazy. He don't work for the city. He don't work for the IRS. He did do a great job, girl. You can't do that. You got plants in the garden. I know. But, I mean, my son, he knows what he's got to do, okay, while I'm not here. Because I'm going to be at my mom's for a week. He knows to feed the chickens, water the chickens, and he knows in the afternoon he's going to have to water my plants if it doesn't rain. Lawn Dog, I read your comments. I have been reading comments, okay? And guys, I was trying to explain, okay? Let's get to the tomatoes, okay? Let's get on that part. The tomatoes. Oh, you want to know about the guy? Okay. I'll tell you about the guy. And then I'll get on the tomatoes. All right. This guy, from what they told us, he goes around and he's very, very nosy. And he tries to find things that he can steal. Okay. And we was told that he went to someone's house and they were in the process of moving, and he stole something off their front porch. I'm not sure what it was, but someone reported his license plate number, and they went and made him take it back. And I don't know if they pressed charges on him or what, but they said if he comes back for us to take a picture of his license plate, call them, and they will come. You guys know for a fact, I knew something wasn't right with this guy. And I'm like, y'all, have I got to pay taxes on a garden? Do I have to pay taxes on my chickens? Are my chickens against the law under new regulations? Have y'all changed everything? They said, no, ma'am, we have not. And the lady I was talking to, she says, I told you you could have chickens. I told you you could have a garden. And she says, this man took and down the road down here, he was trying to get someone's playhouse, okay? A kid's playhouse, trying to get it, okay? If this man would have came in my backyard, what would he have tried to get? Okay, because I told her, he wanted to see inside of the shop. I says he had no business out there. We keep it locked up. And plus we have the alarm on it, So if anybody tries to get in it, they're on video camera. And the alarms would go off. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Yeah, he was up to no good, big time. And we make sure that our vehicles is locked. And we did turn our security system towards our vehicles. Plus, we've got the floodlight motion detectors. So if anybody comes towards the back, tries to come in the gate, it's going to let us know. I know, it's crazy. Hey, Heaven Sent, how are you doing? But I'm like, why would a tax person, I can understand if they coming around, but they would, come to the door and tell you who they are, show who they are. But this guy was very, very unprofessional, I guess you could say. Um, but I knew something wasn't right. But then I was like, it was kind of crazy. How to garden? How you doing? But I mean, I'm like, if they're going to start charging us to have gardens, you know, um, they're going to have a problem. Yeah, he had no proof of who he was. Well, he had probably had his ID, but he just wouldn't show me his ID, because if he'd have showed me his ID, I could have gave it to the police. Oh yeah. um, True. Because we've talked to the police, and the police have said, you know, um, they'd already done got reports on this man from other people in the neighborhood. And we all kind of talked to each other, and found out that it's the same guy. And he tried to say a lot of things about their property, and come find out, this man is crazy. They catch him, he will be, going to jail. Because I mean, I was scared, because in a way I kind of felt uncomfortable, because I was like, I've met the tax guy before. When the first guy, all he did is, the guy, he had to make sure that the building that we had put in was the right measurements what they had, and that we did put the shop within their so many feet away from the fence. So I mean, hey, that was legit, because we got to see the paperwork from him. But that's been a long time ago. I know. Yeah, they said it's going to be quite a few, because from my understanding, he did steal some things from some people that are 3 streets over from us, and it was caught on video camera, but they didn't catch his license plate. So it was kind of smart how he parked, because it didn't show up. So it's kind of crazy. But all we can do is hope and pray that, this man doesn't hurt someone or steal them blind. Because the way it is right now, people need to be cautious about their surroundings, and be cautious about who comes up in your yard. Because from now on, I will have my phone with me at all times, because if he comes back, I will be taking a picture of him, and I will be taking a picture of his license plate. So, and everybody in the neighborhood is, when they see a white truck come through, everybody's like, there's a white truck just came through. And everybody's watching, and like I told them, I said, well, I seen the white truck that just passed. That's not his truck. but there's a lot of white trucks in the neighborhood. Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, someone saying that they are a tax accessory and they got to come out and check everything. You got to be careful. Yep. Yeah, you got to be careful too, Lawn Dog, because you were telling me about that. That people nowadays, I don't know. You just got to be very, very cautious, Lawn Dog. Because nowadays people will, they try to steal you blind if you let them. I mean, you can't. There was a lady that her son just left his bicycle out at the front door, and he was just going in the house for a few minutes and come back out, and his bicycle was gone. So, you just got to be cautious about leaving stuff out. You can't do that anymore. That's true. Very true, Will. You don't know who to trust anymore. And then when someone comes on your property, make sure that they have documents of who they are. Because if you don't, call the police. If they can't show you proof of who they are, call the police to report it because they're up to no good. But it's crazy. But now, I'm going to change subjects and get to the subject on the tomatoes. Lawn Dog, I posted a video shortly, an hour or so ago maybe. What I do is I take that tomato plant from the bottom up to where those first blooms are on that stem. I cut all those off. And all those limbs that you cut off, you can use those and put them in water or just put them in dirt and water it real good, and you will have a new plant. True. Because, like, I can say this much. One of my family members, they bought them one of those electric bikes. And you gotta be cautious and not leave it outside. Yes, tomatoes love water. The more water they have, the better they are. But those leaves, you do not want your leaves to touch the ground because that's what causes your tomatoes to get that diseases. In our neighborhood, they have made it to where the kids can't ride their go-karts. They can't ride the little scooters. They can't ride their ATV, the little four-wheelers, three-wheelers. They cannot ride those in the neighborhood. And I know a lot of the kids are stuck at home, can't do anything, can't go anywhere. And a lot of the kids were very cautious, but I mean, yeah. All you have to do, Lone Dog, is take and get a sucker or the bottom limbs. You can take and cut some of those bottom limbs off and put it in some water and it will root. I mean, that'll save you some money, keep you from having to go and buy a whole bunch of tomato plants, because I know a lot of people, they were telling me that tomato plants are expensive now. So, I mean, if you can go and buy one tomato plant, or you have someone that has a tomato plant, ask them if you can have some of their clippings off of it. I mean, it's easy. Oh, wow. That's cool. But, I mean, you guys seen, I took in my in-ground tomatoes over there. All right. I went down, I cleaned all those tomatoes, okay? I wanted to make sure that I was not going to have any leaves. Even though I have that fabric down, I still want to make sure, that I have good airflow, to my roots. Because the more airflow and the more nutrients that I can add to those plants, the better tomatoes we're going to have. That okra, I'm going to have so much okra. Oh, Lord. But at least I can freeze my okra because I love to freeze it. Cool. Well, all of those seedlings that I got, cuttings that I got, I took and I planted them out there in the raised bed. And I know there were some leaves on there. I didn't show you guys because it was kind of hard for me to, remove some of the little brown leaves off of them and kind of pack the dirt up. And tomatoes, you really don't have to be very careful with tomatoes because you can lay those tomatoes down on the ground and just cover the roots up and they will still grow. They will grow on the ground. They don't really have to be stuck. If you don't want to stick them, you can easily grab some twine and put a little pole up and just kind of keep putting string around them. I'm going to have to show y'all that too. My grandmother made little ornaments from okra before. Cool. Yep. Because, I mean, your tomatoes, they will focus more on the actual tomatoes. And instead of putting out, having to worry about all the leaves that are on that tomato plant. Now, I have seen some people take and just leave the one leaves the center stalk in the middle with the leaves. I have seen them leave that and only leave the tomato blooms on. I've seen that, and but I could not do my tomatoes that way. I mean, they really grew some big tomatoes, but I don't want to do that. I mean, I like to have a little bit of the tomato leaves there. Yeah, I mean, you just really, it's basically, instead of you putting the stake in the ground or a tomato, not certain tomato cages, guys, they're not going to support those tomatoes. I'm sorry. Those big tomatoes wind up getting some weight to them. Them tomato cages gone. I will have to do some and kind of show you, Long Dog. Oh, you're welcome, Will. For the ones that didn't know, okay, I'll Will, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, and R5, they took and they received their gift, and it was a hat. And Will sent me a video, and he had his hat on. So, big thumbs up. Yeah, the cages don't really work. Nah. True. Because when your vegetables get big, okay, say you got a heirloom, sorry, I cannot say that right, a heirloom tomato plant, okay, you know those tomatoes are supposed to get big, okay, and you put a little weight on one side of that tomato cage. I don't care if you do have it in the ground, it's going to lean. It is going to either break your tomato plant or that cage is going to turn over. And I don't care if you do put some support inside that tomato cage. You have to be careful, guys, because those things are not worth your money. Yeah, they do rust over time. Okay. Sorry about that, Will. I know how you feel. My allergies has really been getting to me. I have been coughing and sneezing, and I really got bad when I was working on hubby's truck. I was up under the truck trying to fix the bumper, and I still need to finish fixing it. I'm like, but my allergies from the pollen that was in his bumper there. I mean, it just fell in my face. And I've been taking allergy medicine and cough medicine and trying to get over this crap. But I got 2 thumbs down. Hey, it's a view. YouTube don't care. Thankfully, I got my tomato cages from Walmart just before Christmas. They were selling them for $1 a piece. They needed the space for all the Christmas stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they have got these kind of square looking tomato cages at Tractor Supply. They look like you stick them in the ground, but they look like a big square. Then it goes up and it's another big square. And I'm thinking, they're collapsible. How is that going to protect your tomatoes? I don't care if you do, tie it to the cage. It's still, you really don't have that support. I know how you feel. I mean, my dad used to use those cages, but my dad would also stake the tomatoes in the middle. But like I told him, I said, Dad, really, those things were hard to take and get in there and get the tomatoes out. And Dad, he just took some wire and made a big circle, and he took and made the took some of the wire and left it where you could just set it down into the ground. But Dad would always still stake the tomatoes, But it was a little bit easier to grab the tomatoes, but I always had problems with those things. Right now I'm trying House Tools, the netting, and I kind of been weaving my tomatoes in and out, kind of and tying onto it to see. Hey, Wanda, how you doing? Wanda in the house. But you just basically, in your state, you have got to figure out, okay, if the wind is blowing real strong, you're going to have to stake them. Yeah, I have to take and hit the bell and undo the bell and then do it back. Girl, I feel like crap. I took a shower. I was like hoping I would feel better. Because after I'd done the videos for you guys, I was like, I come in the house and I was sneezing. I'm like, but we still have a lot of pollen here. Why? I don't know. That's the reason I was hoping, we get this rain, it will wash some of it away, and I can breathe better. But I had to kill a big red wasp nest. It was on right here by the window and close to the air condition. So I had to spray it. I'm like, I got to. I can have it. He was a scam artist. That man ain't got nothing to do with no tax accessory, girl. Yeah, the grass too. But allergy meds don't work. At least they hadn't with me. Yeah, he was a scam artist. And he's going to wind up in jail. We all trying to keep an eye out in the neighborhood so that hopefully if he comes back, we can grab his license plate. Because he's done a lot in the neighborhood and streets over. So he going to jail. But the chickens are doing fine now. Will, I have one and I swatted one of them. But when I walked around the corner here, that thing, they just come swarming out. So I had to take care of them because if I didn't, they were going to wind up stinging somebody coming behind the house here. And I can't handle the wasp. Not them big red wasp. Yeah, they kind of know about him, but I don't understand why they hadn't done anything. Yep, true. Because he's not going to cook if you ask me. Especially going around acting like he's somebody that is not. I know, right? Tuna in the house. Hey, Tuna. Been a while, Tuna. I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't been going live. It's been crazy. Yeah, me too, Will. I am, and my son is. You have to use the EpiPen. Gotta take a shot, unless you can't breathe. Because being allergic, your throat swell. It's awful. See, Tuna? Yeah, but we just, I just kind of wanted to get on here and let you guys know about everything. Sherry, what do you think if you got some ladybugs to control aphids? Do you think they would stay in the garden or just fly away? Well, it really depends on, because ladybugs will eat aphids, but they will also fly away too. I mean, I've heard of people getting the ladybugs and they did do a good job, but eventually they will just fly away. Yep. Hey Dana, how you doing, hon? Yeah, I'm live. It's just been a crazy week, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I've heard and seen a lot of people use the ladybugs to get rid of aphids. Ooh, that's crazy. Hey, Steel. Long time no see. I ain't saying your name. I'm just saying Steel. I still say Steel. You need to change that name. Uh, he's got them aphids. I think my sister has that thing, that rainbow. Yeah. I don't know if you put them in a yard. Oh wow. I thought is it I'm trying to think. I think ants will eat aphids too, but who wants to have ants? Hmm. Yeah, you got to be extra careful because, a lot of people nowadays, they try to say they're somebody and they're really not. Nobody's stealing his tomatoes. Uh, yeah, I had a thief. I guess that's what he is. Everybody says he's a thief. Okay, Will, you take care of yourself, and I hope your allergies get better. Ants eat the aphid poo. Okay. Uh, well, knock on wood, the old saying. I haven't seen any aphids, um, and I haven't seen any bugs. I'm trying to think. I've seen bees. I keep my bees. I have seen some ladybugs, the good ladybugs, and so far I have not seen any of the squash bugs or tomato worms. Um, I've been very, very careful, guys. I've been keeping an eye out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but it's okay, Tina. Um, you can say this much. If the guy comes back, he won't be leaving in his truck. He'll be leaving in with a popo. uh, um, yeah, we have some ants here. A lot of people say that down here in the south, they have a lot of fire ants. We don't here at our house. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. Um, here we have those little small ants, but they're not the big ants. But I can get rid of those bad boys and no problem because I use my ant killer. That stuff works. It's like a granulate. You just put it on there, and the ants are gone. But if it's any kind of chemicals that's going to wind up hurting my pretty butterflies, the good butterflies, not moths, or my ladybugs or my bees, I'm very careful about where I put stuff. They don't eat aphids. They live in. I was told that ants eat aphids. At least that's what I got told. I don't remember who told me that, but somebody did. So I don't know. But you guys know, if I wind up having something out in my garden and I don't know what it is, you guys know for a fact what I'm going to be like, y'all, what kind of bug is this? Or I Google it and I try to find that bug. Because if y'all remember, I think it was last year, I had those leaf bugs. The bugs look like they have little leaves on their legs. And I killed so many of those things, y'all. It was pitiful. But I wish they would come out with something that you could take and spray on those plants. Hey May, how you doing? That's crazy. Yeah, I've tried neem oil. Neem oil, it don't do anything to aphids. I've tried. You can take like some sticky tape stuff. They got some that's yellow. They say put it out there and you can get aphids, but I'm like, that don't help. Welcome to the channel, girl. in here, we supported everybody. I've been trying my best to catch up on videos with you guys, laying in the bed, not feeling good, but trying to, watch videos. And I try my best to leave comments. You guys probably got a lot of video watch time, and I forgot to comment. Yeah. But aphids are just crazy. I mean, I wish there was something we could actually use that works. Now, hello, Jerry. How you doing? Yeah. I mean, it's really, it's hard to keep up with everybody, and I can take and put someone's playlist on and watching them, and it's it's hard to keep up. I mean, big time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can smash them with your fingers, the mavens. But a lot of people don't like to do that. They might say it's gross, but hey, grab some gloves. Some people take soapy water and kind of dump them in the soapy water. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about using a lot of chemicals either, but I mean, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. Yep. Because I mean, I have to make sure that if I use something outside, I have to make sure that it is okay for my dog, my chickens, and I also have to make sure that it's safe for the garden. Like I was out here spraying for those wasps, y'all. If those things would have got me, I'd be in the ER right now, because those things were humongous. I've seen red wasps before, but this year, them bad boys are huge. And hubby kept saying, "Is it a hornet? Is it one of them killer hornets? Hornets?" I'm like, "No, it's not a hornet. It's a red wasp." Now we're down to 4 people. What happened? Everybody coming in and leaving. But I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day weekend. What did you guys do? I was going to barbecue on the grill yesterday, but plans got changed, and I had to go to my father-in-law's, and I was fixing to call him and invite him. Oh, wow. I know it took me a while to get those things to die. I had to use 2 cans because the spray didn't do nothing. I was like, I had to use 2 cans. Yeah, these were very aggressive. I was moving because I noticed the chickens kept trying to peck something, and I got to looking, and I looked up, and I'm like, oh no. We barbecued, had family over. Okay, Dana. I appreciate you coming in, girl. We love you. And hopefully next time I won't be on so late. Maybe I can start kind of doing some lives a little bit earlier. I wanted to work and fish, but the rain changed my plans. Oh, man. Well, we haven't had any rain in the last few weeks. And they said we was going to get some. And then today, late this afternoon, we got some rain. Do you guys know what I forgot? I forgot to put my chickens up. I mean, they can go into the chicken run in the chicken coop. I just forgot to shut the door. You know, I'll have my son go out there because it's probably wet and muddy. But if anything goes out there, the light will reflect in my backyard, and I will be able to see. Because we got it fixed where any kind of motion, the light would pop on. But and those chicken hawks, okay. From my understanding, they said something other about wildlife people took and got them. Okay, they had a nest in town, and they moved them. Oh wow, you got a lot of rain. I wish we did. That would have kept me from having to be out there and watering everything. Because my rain barrel out there, it had done gotten so low till it was hard to get water out of it. That's the only thing I don't like is I can't use the rainwater. I have to use the water out of the faucet, and I don't like to do that. Well, I guess, guys, I'm going to get off. And if you don't mind, guys, just keep my cousin and my father-in-law in your prayers, please. Because they really need it. And I appreciate you guys. And pray that I can finally take one day and just rest. My husband told me, that'll never happen. You're always busy. But I hope I kind of answered you guys' questions. And I love you guys. And hopefully next time it won't be so late. And maybe we get to be on here a little longer. All right, guys. I love you. God bless. Stay safe. And remember, guys, plant your garden. Thank you. I appreciate it.